Hello, I'm John Bachman. Jeb Bush lays out his foreign policy today, trying to distinguish himself and separate himself from his dad and his brother. Bush said that he appreciates his father and brother's service to the nation, but he is his own man. Also, Jeb Bush took the president to task for his current strategy fighting ISIS. He said that he understands this administration is inconsistent and indecisive, and that he also says that we have lost the trust and confidence of our friends. The former Florida governor called on the president and Congress to work together to boost the defense budget as part of a long-term strategy. Bush also said he is eager to hear Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu when he speaks before Congress, which is planned next month. And when it comes to Cuba, Bush says the U.S. got nothing in its deal to normalize relations with the communist island nation. Speaking of Cuba, House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi met with that country's foreign minister in Havana today. They discussed plans to renew diplomatic ties. Pelosi and a delegation of 8 other Democrats are there on a 2-day fact-finding tour of Cuba. A new round of negotiations between Cuba and the U.S. will take place in Washington next week. And in about an hour from now, President Obama will speak at that White House summit on combating violent extremism. The roundtable discussion is drawing leaders from all over the U.S. and from around the world. Today, Secretary of Homeland Security Jay Johnson told attendees that defending against extremism is everyone's job. He also made a plea for his agency, which will run out of money in the next 9 days. Congress and the White House remain at odds over tying DHS funding to rolling back the president's executive orders on immigration. Also today, the White House is now defending the president's pick to run the Secret Service. Mr. Obama has chosen to ignore an independent panel's recommendations that he hire a boss from outside the agency.
And Mr. Clancy, over the last several months, has demonstrated that he was willing to conduct a candid, clear-eyed assessment of the shortcomings of that agency and to look at needed reforms and implement them.
Well, Clancy, who joined the agency in 1984, has been serving as the interim director of the Secret Service since October. That's when then-director Julia Pearson stepped down amidst a series of embarrassing breaches at the White House. And as Clancy comes in, Pentagon spokesman John Kirby heads out. The Rear Admiral is stepping down from the post. New Defense Secretary Ashton Carter, who was sworn in just yesterday, says he prefers a civilian in that position. Kirby says the timing of the departure has not yet been settled. And Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker is responding to critics bashing him about not having a college degree. The 2016 hopeful believes people will judge him based on what he's done lately. A new poll shows that his lack of degree is not hurting him nearly one bit. According to a Town Hall Gravis poll, college graduates actually favor Scott Walker over Hillary Clinton. Walker beats out Clinton by 5 percentage points among respondents with 4-year degrees and has a 24-point advantage among those with postgraduate degrees. And we'll have another Newsmax Now update coming up for you in 30 minutes. I'm John Bachman. We'll now send it up to New York, live for the Steve Malzberg Show.